Hello, it's me, Betty, with Bettysstampingcrazy, and I have another card today, tutorial for you. This is my swap card that I will be giving out on Friday, this Friday, for our demonstrator meeting. And I think I'm going to try to get another one up with Halloween. But I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do for Halloween. But this is going to be 2 cards this week. And I'm going to try to start doing a Christmas closer to the first of the week. And then a Halloween at the end of the week until the end of Halloween, until Halloween's over. Or I will do them both together closer to the end of the week. We'll just see how that comes out. But anyway, let's get started with this one. This is the Silver Bells. Or actually, I call it Silver Bells. It's just the bells. It's the stamp set. It's called Seasonal Bells, and it's on page in the new holiday catalog. It is on page 26, as you can see, and it does come with a punch, which I do have, and it's really pretty. I really like I love bells. My Christmas tree does have bells on it when I put it up. Okay, and the other one that I'm going to be using is the sentiment, which is Merry Christmas right here, from the Hang Your Stockings. And this one has the framelits that goes with it. So you'll see me later on making cards with it. Also, I will be using the Softly Falling embossing folder. And let's see, also right here I will be using I know I have these marked. Oh, this is the number 1. Okay, I had this one marked on no, it's number 7. I have these marked on the back. That can't be right. Yeah, I guess it is. I'm sorry, because I go from from in out. So this is the number 7 of the scalloped. And this is, oh, and let me tell you before I forget, I get my magnet sheets from Stampin' Storage, and your normal size sheets are, this one is a 7 by 6 3/4, I believe it is. And your normal ones are, let me find one right quick. I have had one. There is not a whole lot of difference in them, as you can see. It's just a little bit of difference on this side. Because when you order these, they're normally this size. This is the biggest size you can get. But I actually emailed them and told them Stampin' Up! Has come out with some I'm sorry, with some thin lists that are take up a little bit more room than what they used to. So I've got some bigger ones. So if you want some bigger ones, just give them an email or call them or something and tell them, hey, I need some bigger ones. Anyway, these are the framelits that I'm using. I'm also using the ovals, and these I don't have marked yet. I went to mark them yesterday and couldn't find my marker. But I am using, let's see, this would be 2, and this will be 2 on this one. I'm using the 2 on each of them. Okay, I'm also using silver embossing powder, tempting turquoise ink, and this silver ribbon here. Let's see, that is called, I don't remember what they call this one. Silver 1/8 ribbons, what they call it. Sorry. And that's just for this part right here. And let's see, what else did I use? Well, here's the pieces. Let's just get started on this. Okay, move this over here. Move these over here. And this is my scrap for my bells and my sentiment. The first piece, this front piece right here, is 5 by 3 3/4. The tempting turquoise is 5 1/4 by 4. And your card base is the Smoky Slate, and it is 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4.25. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and do my bells and my stamping. We are using the, I'm only going to do one bell today because I already have one made, but I just wanted to do it to show you how it's done, which I'm sure most people already know. We're going to use the Versamark for that, and I'm going to use my Stampin' Buddy. Let me get that out of here. Okay. And I'm just going to do it like this, because you want to make sure you don't have any fingerprints or grease from your fingers or whatever, you know, dirt, something dirty on it, or you'll have that embossing powder sticking everywhere. Let's put that up. Okay, take our Versamark, and I'm just going to do the one bell. So sorry about that. That was my, we're having a new storm door put on the front, and they're called me to come out and measure it. Anyway, this is my silver embossing powder. I am going to get a smaller container than this, but this is just what I had. Go ahead and do that. And then tap it off. And of course we're going to make some noise. Let me heat this up. Get it hot first. Okay. Now let's go ahead and melt this. I hope you can see this. You'll see it when it starts melting. There it goes. I love watching this. There it is. That's done. Let me move this back out of the way. And then we're going to let it cool a little bit. And then we're going to use our bell punch. And all the sizes and all the stuff that I use, the products that I use, I will have on my blog, which the link will be below. So if you need to find out anything, you know, you missed something on here, or you just want to write it down or whatever, just go to my blog. Okay, there's that one. Alright, let me move all this stuff out of the way before I do that. Okay, and go ahead and, whoops, there it is. I'm going to go ahead and stamp this so that I can cut it out. Okay, close that up. And I'm going to show you something here. Let me go ahead and move my bells. I'm going to go ahead and bring my Big Shot in, because I'm going to show you what I did for my oval and my circle. And what I did was I took my 5.25 by 4, and I've got my magnetic plate and one cutting pad, and I put this down here, but not too close to the top. And then I put, well, let's move it up a little bit because I got plenty of room there. Do this. There's plenty of room to do that with. Then you're going to put your top on, run that through, and then I come back and cut out my sentiment with my other oval, my straight oval. Oops, let's turn it this way. Ugh, get it. Of course, you got those magnets in there, and sometimes they want to catch and move it on you. I think I got that straight. I'll go ahead and cut this out. And I'm going to change from the magnetic plate. I'm going to lay that aside. I'm I'm going to keep both these plates. And, okay, let me move all that out of the way. And I'm going to change to my platform, Big Shot platform. And I'm not using the top plate. There are two that come with this. A plate comes with it that you can use for thinlits. But I'm going to put this plate down. And then my softly falling embossing folder with my 5 3 3/4 piece. And I'm going to move it down pretty far. Actually, I think I'm going to move it back up some towards the top. Try to get it straight. And you want to make sure that if you want your bumps out, you want to make sure that the Sizzix is on top. So let me put this plate on, and this particular embossing folder is just big enough for these plates, so you have to make sure you don't get it over the side or you will ruin it. Okay, isn't that pretty? I love this. I think it's supposed to go that way. I was trying to put it the other way the other day, and I'm like, that doesn't look right. Move all these out of the way. Okay, and then I'm going to bring my Tempting Turquoise back in, and I'm going to go ahead and put it on there on the base because I don't need it off right now. And I'm just going to use my snail. I'm just catching a few areas. Because I cut that out, I want to be careful and not go over. That way you're really not wasting paper when you do that. I like doing that. Nobody ever knows. Unless you tell them, shh, don't tell anybody. Okay, then I can go ahead and put this down. And since it's bumpy, whoops, I'm knocking my video sign down. I let everybody know when I'm videoing. I have a little sign back there that says, "Quiet please, I'm videoing." Even though sometimes that still doesn't matter. Of course, my dog, he never pays attention to it. He just jingles on through here all the time. Okay, go ahead and put that down. And then this, excuse me, I'm going to pull this back in right quick. I'm going to go ahead and use my Tempting Turquoise ink to sponge that with a dauber right quick. I'm trying to stay on camera. I was trying to video this earlier, and like I know I've told y'all before, I use my iPad for my like a remote and a viewing screen, and for some reason it was what do they call it? Now it's going to drive me crazy. It was hanging up. It would stop the minute I'd do this. And I'm like, what is wrong with that thing? I couldn't figure it out. Okay, snail. So hopefully I'm not going to have that problem, and it's doing alright for me now. And I'm just going to put this on here. There we go. That looks good. And I'm going to put dots on this, dimensionals. Just set it aside for right now, because I want to take my bells, and I'm going to go ahead and, this is the way I did it earlier, so I didn't have to worry about it. I kind of laid them on here and then put just a little bit of glue on this. Oops. I mean, you might figure out a different way to do this. Whoops. Got a little bit too much glue on that. Okay. And then I just kind of laid it down like that where I wanted it. And then I just kind of positioned this one right on it. And got them right where I wanted them, then pressed down. Whoops. Of course it would move on me now. Get it up here. You might figure out a different way to do it. I just kind of wanted them together. And I wanted them to where they would there we go. That's better. Okay, because we will be putting dimensionals on these, but I did want them stuck together. Then I want to put this little guy, and I'm going to use glue dots for it. Let me find my... I have everything here. Like I said, I've been trying to do this video for a while now. And I'm just going to kind of roll that up to where it's not so big. Put it on the back here. And then I'm going to go ahead and put it on here. I'm kind of almost out of the camera range, aren't I? Oops, it's stuck, didn't it? That's okay. I'll clean this off later with my deal. I'm going to leave that up there. And I'm going to put glue dots on the back of this too. Or not glue dots, I'm sorry, dimensionals. And I'm putting 4 on it since it's such a big circle. And I'm going to put glue dots on the, why do I keep saying glue dots? I'm going to go ahead and put 4 on them, 2 on each bell. See, this way I can kind of handle them with that glue on it. I can kind of handle them without them coming apart on me. I mean, you don't have to do it this way. You probably figure out an easier way to do it, but oh, it's Wednesday. They're testing the sirens. I can hear them going. I will clean that bell off later, because I didn't mean to get that glue on it. Okay, then I've already got this on dimensionals. Duh. Okay, then I'm going to put this up here. It should be about right. And then I'm going to put this on. This is really a simple card. I'm just making it hard. And clean this off a little bit. I'll move that down a little bit. I don't like it that close. That should be about right. And then, of course, we'll do our folding. Move all this stuff out of the way, and there's your card. Just simple, and I call it my Silver Bells Christmas card. There's the one I just did. Here's the original. Anyway, this is Betty with Bettysstampingcrazy, and my link will be below for my blog, and just go over there and get the sizes if you want to, if you would like to make this card, and all my products, I'm sorry. This is Betty with Bettysstampingcrazy. Thank you.